We gon' break. That's just what the fuck we do. We break.
How bad can it get? Just how goddamn bad can it get? This is by far the worst team that has ever sat in this locker room. You son of a bitches! You don't deserve a locker room. You don't deserve a locker room the way you're playing this year. You should be playing without uniforms. You should be playing in with jock straps. God damn it! Every time we get ready to play, I just want to throw up. I'm goddamn sick of watching you guys play. There's not one of you that's learned how to win.
Welcome to Knightstand. I'm Barry. This guy over here, I can't believe he keeps showing up.
Nick Nolte.
Put on the glove. Oh, that's Roddy Piper.
Oh, you wish it was Nick Nolte.
Shut the fuck up.
No, piss on the Yankees, piss on the Indians, piss on the other teams.
Orioles?
No, that's Gary Busey.
Oh, so can I just tell you? So I'm sorry. Today's episode
Is unbelievably.
if you didn't know from all of our Instagram posting nonstop, is about the less than comparable Nick Nolte, which is interesting because whatever. What I want to tell you is, do you know that I can't tell the difference between Nick Nolte and Gary Busey?
Dude, and you have to add the block of 3 unknowable artists, which is Nick Nolte. What the fuck?
I have an itch. I have poison ivy.
Nick Nolte. Who's the other one? Gary Busey.
Jick Jolte.
And Gerard Depardieu.
Yeah, Jick
These
Jolte.
are 3, even though Gerard Depardieu's like French-Canadian.
He's also
bullshit.
500 to 700 pounds.
What has Gerard Depardieu ever even been in?
My
that I
father,
know?
he was in My
Father, the Lower Brow?
No, My Father, the Sailor, I think.
My Father, the Sailor.
Is that Larry? What's that movie? My Father, the Swindler?
Rotten Tomatoes, 15%.
My Father,
Audience score?
No, My Father, the
24%.
Tomato Peddler. He's Gerard
Okay, that is
Depardieu.
not a...
No,
okay.
Gerard Depardieu.
So listen,
Yep.
Nick Nolte was in Blue Chips. It's about, like, recruiting college basketball players, and I just played it. His speech when he comes into the locker room. It's not like a miracle speech. It's not like an Al Pacino from fucking...
Any Given Sunday,
which is, like, the most glorious gift to cinema. Nolte comes in spraying venomous poison like you do when you come
Right.
into my house. And then he just smashes everything, which instead, when you walk into my house, instead of smashing everything, you look in my cupboards.
I
and
also
then,
have been accused of sprinkling crushed red pepper on your countertops.
Oh, and he wrote a Latin curse on my old apartment's wall, which said, curse this house forever or some shit.
You didn't
in
own
a different
it.
language. And when I was moving out, God rest the Amesbury Property Management Company, they didn't see the curse. So that house is going down in flames, even though they've been doing
Do
improvements.
you have a friend if he doesn't come in and write on your wall in secret a Latin curse?
What?
Look,
There's no way I'm leaving this fucking shithole without writing a Latin
you
curse.
could write something on the wall. I own this house.
P.S. I love your house.
When you bought a house, I said, I'll never A, break in. I'll never B, write on the wall.
That's not what you said, and not only did you not say it, you did it.
I didn't break into your house.
You also threw knives at the wall.
That was your other house.
Yeah. 2 houses in a row he's defiled.
But they were apartments.
You're basically like the Nick Nolte of Friends.
Get out of here. You guys are nasty.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, does anybody know anything about Nick Nolte?
Yeah, answer
Because
us.
this is the first of our celebrity series.
Well, you picked a hell of a celebrity to go with.
This
Very
is the number
current.
this is the #1 most current and appropriate celebrity to review.
So I saw Nick Nolte at Cannes. Cannes.
No, Cannes is like when you're down at a strip club called
No.
Cannes
It was
in
the-
like South Louisiana.
It was the Campbell Soup Movie Festival, and this guy was a tomato can, which, if you know anything about metaphors, they always use as an
Tomatoes.
easy...
rotten fruit.
Yeah.
That's why Rotten Tomatoes was invented, was because of Nick Nolte.
Do you see where I bring you?
Although,
I'm smart.
let's
You may
start
not
out.
think I am.
Is there any movie that you've seen with Nick Nolte?
I saw 48 Hours with Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy.
What's it about? I love Eddie Murphy.
They are 2 cops that are put together. That
Hard-nosed cops that butt heads?
Well, he is one. Eddie Murphy's like, Oh God, I'm just had a.
Was he like,
lung collapse.
whatever? Is that what your impression was going to be?
Yeah, no, they're together, and the only thing I remember about that movie is that Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy are following this guy, and they don't want him to leave. So the guy comes out, gets in his car, and he can't leave. And Nick Nolte's like, we got a break here. And Eddie Murphy's like,
that was a good Nick Nolte impression.
I stuck a banana in his tailpipe, which to this day you hear about the old banana in the tailpipe. That's because of 48 hours.
First of all, let me start with saying I've never heard of the banana in the tailpipe.
Well, you haven't worked any like blue collar, like you haven't worked in a garage. You haven't worked in a.
You don't think I've replaced a catalytic converter?
No.
You don't think I've replaced?
Wait, have you?
Spark plugs?
No and no.
You don't think I've ever done my own oil change?
No, I was one time at a.
I've never done anything
at a
of those
really
things.
bad bar in a really bad city, drinking heavily. And this dude was blowing coke in the bathroom hardcore. And
I love that.
he came out and he said, "You want to learn how to fix cars?" And I was like, I don't think so. And he's like, "I can teach you on the weekends. It's a great career." And I was like, I don't know. But I look back on that and I remember, I now think like that was a crossroads in my life.
All right.
Because if I had said yes, not only would I have learned how to fix cars and had some skill that's transferable and not outsourced to anyone, and I would have had a great life, but I also would have done some beautiful cocaine.
No, but like, if you were a fucking mechanic and knew everything about cars, I feel like my respect for you would be like
Instead,
higher.
I chose to go into sales.
Although your editing and your audio, your video production, besides the episode we lost based off Barry's incompetency,
Sorry.
is just truly glowing.
Thank you.
You are everything to me in an entertainment way, and that's why I do a show with you.
Okay. What? Okay, so look, Nick Nolte, right? He's in this movie with Julia Roberts.
He's gruff.
It's about reporters.
Is he gruff?
Yeah, he's wicked gruff.
I feel like that's
he's always
his-
like, "Hey, big mouth," meaning Julia Roberts. Spread him. So,
Jesus.
yeah. Well, you're on set.
Yo, the incomparable Julia Roberts, though, like, who
Have
in
you ever
the
seen her mouth?
stands? Oh my god, it's amazing.
Eat, Pray, Love.
Eat, Pray, Love, I was just about to say. Tonight we're gonna be like, feast, smoke,
We dram.
we dram.
Yeah. So we dram, which is what I'm
I
interested.
never saw Eat, Pray, Love.
No, I didn't either. But I saw the Netflix promo of it where Julia Roberts is touching an elephant, and her smile is so big, it's almost comical. Her mouth is so big, and my
Yeah.
mother God rests her in her home
She's
where
still
she lives.
alive.
Yes, where she lives. She once said to me, "Barry, you love a woman with a big mouth." And I said, "What?" And then I looked back in my past, and she was right. But I'm happy to report that Laurie, my wife, has a very medium to small mouth, and it's very adorable. And so, Mom, if you're watching, you fucked up. Oh, no.
So,
I'm going to hear about it at Christmas.
unfortunately, we don't have a marriage family therapist in the room to go over this. So we have to go directly back to Nick Nolte and
Oh,
Blue
right.
Chips.
What did I go into?
No.
I said a bunch of stuff
Listen,
and no one was
let's
smiling.
bring up Nick Nolte's best movie. If it's not, forgive me. But Cape Fear is a movie that my wife introduced me to. It's directed by Martin Scorsese. Starring
I
the
didn't know
incomparable Jessica Lange, Juliette Louis. We got fucking the incomparably known Robert De Niro.
Bob.
And Bob is doing pull-ups. He's doing push-ups. His chest is racked.
Yeah.
His tattoos are stacked, unlike mine.
Yeah, has anyone ever
Sad
seen Nazz's
face.
tribal? What, is it a
Everybody's-
Celtic tribal?
It was a Celtic knot. And
Are you Irish?
No.
Oh, you know what the Celtic knot is, right? That's
Is that
when
a
you're
sexual position?
No, it's when you're drinking with a guy in Dublin proper, and you drink so much and you say, "Hey, listen, next time you want to have a fag, we'll go out in the alleyway. I'll meet you there." Guy says, "Great." You say, "Hey, I'm gonna go have one now." So you go out. What you do is you tuck your tube and your balls down in between your legs.
So it is a sexual position.
No. You close your legs. You bend over and you aim where you know he's going to be coming from.
Yeah.
So when he comes around the corner and you go, "Thy Celtic knot," and
That's
he
the last
sees,
episode.
Oh,
This is the last episode.
they also call that one the goat.
No, that's the one where you pull out
That's
the
the
skin.
that's the bat
The bat
wing.
wing.
Yeah. You got to get with your sexual deviance.
What was I just talking about, bruh?
You were talking about Celtic pride. No. You were talking about
New
Nick Nolte.
tattoos.
Oh, Cape Fear.
Cape Fear.
Bob
so
De Niro.
this guy
Right.
cheats on his wife, and that's what we see in the first scene. He's automatically unlikable
And this is
in this movie.
This is Jick Jolte.
Jick Jolte.
Right.
Is unlikable in this movie right away. But he is very smart. And then Max Cady gets out of jail.
Right.
And then he's just terrorizing this family because Jick Jolte was Max Cady's lawyer.
Oh.
And even though he defended him and got a lesser sentence, it was still 14 years in prison.
It's a lot of time.
It was rape and battery. But
Worst.
Nick Nolte, like, hid the fact that this woman who was attacked by Max Cady was promiscuous. And I think some way
You all right?
Max Cady finds out that he hid something or something. I actually thought Nick Nolte did a good job as a lawyer.
Look.
But Max Cady did not, because then he was really aggressing some other women. His current thing.
Let me bust in here.
Yeah, get it.
If you want to see Cape Fear, but done better than old Marty could do it, just watch Fatal Attraction. Okay, this is with Michael Douglas and Glenn Close.
Michael Douglas of The Game. Michael Douglas of Wall Street.
Okay, so Michael Douglas and Glenn Close put on a fantastic performance about lovers.
I love Glenn Close.
Well, she is the finest she'll ever be in this movie.
Dude, she is so bizarre in that movie.
So you've seen Fatal Attraction?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Look out for the rabbit. See ya.
She's fucked up in that shit.
Oh, I love it though. I love that insanity. It brings
That
me back.
New York man, is that Manhattan?
No, it has nothing to do with regions. It just has to do with psychological.
Doesn't it though? They're in apartments and she's like,
Yeah. She's in
oh,
the.
fuck.
They're in the
And then she's
slide
like,
elevator, and she's like, "I'll just drop to my knees real quick," and all that clanking of metal. But that sickness, for some reason, and there must be something like honestly like broken in my head. I love that weird insanity.
Yeah, you're a sick freak, dude.
So one time I was accosted. You know
real?
what? Maybe another time, but
By a single white female?
right.
Damn, bro.
That's that SWF.
He was
Yeah,
hurt.
yeah.
He was hurt in the past.
So
Clearly.
look, Nick Nolte was arrested most famously in 2002. You've all seen the mugshot. If you haven't,
Suspicion of drunk driving, and if you've seen the mugshot,
yeah, this is not a suspicion anymore, is it? It's
this is no longer suspicion. This is me after episode 4 today, saying I have to leave and people taking my keys.
dig the shirt.
Yeah, no, I actually used to have that.
This
shit.
guy made. So this was, and I'm not. This is no bullshit. This guy is the beginning of the celebrity mugshot. So before
I
this,
didn't even know this
Before
until
this,
today.
you didn't have the Mel Gibson mugshot.
Yep.
You didn't have the just scream it out.
There's multiple Shia LaBeouf
Well, yeah.
mugshots.
It's just
there's-
it wasn't like a thing. Like people didn't
What are
care.
some famous ones? Lindsay Lohan.
Oh well, there's
had
the
a
Frank
famous one.
Sinatra one too.
That must have been planned. He looked so hot.
No, scream it out.
Well, do you guys know what
Scream the shit.
taken for?
Who?
Do you know why he had the mugshot?
Who?
Frank Sinatra?
No.
I think it was because he was like defending like a black person in a certain
Okay, I'm not
Is that
doing
real?
subtitles on this because it's too much work. Frank
So-
Sinatra
I don't know if
got
that's true.
the
Well-
top of the pops.
Yo. So I guess he was defending a colored person for their rights and was arrested for it.
Okay, so real quick, Nick Nolte, Gary Busey, they're not the same person. They're not.
Oh, and Gerard Depardieu.
Right.
Got
My
arrested.
father, the
Thief.
oh shit.
My father, the swindler.
You know, we already covered that one.
Oh.
But I'm saying
There's multiple that say my father, the?
no. He was in a movie where he's on a sailboat and his daughter's getting married and he's all fat and shit. I
thought that was all
he's
his
all
loft with
French
Richard
and
Gere.
shit.
We
He's
already went
all
over this.
Parisian. Like my father, the hero. That's I think what it's called.
That movie sounds like total shit. So that brings us.
I have to interrupt because Barry's gonna love what he was actually arrested for: seduction.
Seduction.
Frank
It used to be
Frank Seduction.
In 1938, he seduced a woman of good repute, and he was arrested.
Okay,
for it.
listen, I can't
think that
do
lady cared?
all these subtitles. So let's just cover what Sergey said.
Okay.
In 1938, Frank Sinatra, again, that king of the walk.
Wait, how old
The
was Frank
cock- the
fucking
cock and a
Sinatra that he
walk.
was arrested in 38?
23.
All right.
Did you see those blue eyes? Was it black and white?
Yes. So seduction is a crime that is not even a crime anymore.
Dude.
You can roll in real quick, velvet dice on hanging from your rear view, and you're like, hey, sister, looks like you can't get out of here, but I've got money. So if you're willing, I'm able.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
There's one thing you and I couldn't be accused of, and it's seduction.
I could seduce.
No, you wish you could.
Dude, I have purple dark magic.
Dude, you have darker jeans than you should have. Actually, mine are darker.
Yeah,
But
I mean, what are you trying to do?
You got like bedazzled pockets.
Are
and
those?
shit.
That was in 2006.
Okay, that was 2016.
I didn't even go out in 2016.
You didn't?
No.
Where were you?
I was with Larry.
Okay, that's
True.
nice.
Now, are you wearing Levi's?
No, Banana Republic.
Banana Republic?
Always.
Don't support that sweat.
Why?
It's child sweat.
Shit.
Yeah.
Don't wear those.
These are made from recycled plastics. These are organically made.
These are
These are
made
from
by-
water bottles.
These are made by.
Don't even fuck with. And do you check this Alice in Wonderland shit?
Oh my god, you literally look like Humpty Dumpty.
All right, so Nazz is cocked. So listen, real quick. We don't know anything about Nick Nolte.
No.
We're-
What I do know is
It's
Blue
my-
Chips was tight. Cape Fear was lit.
Okay.
Oh, and now I'm gonna do the segment.
Sure. We
The
can do a segment.
segment is
What is this segment?
I'm going to name a Nick Nolte movie, and you're gonna give the synopsis.
Just based off the name, I've never seen it.
Correct.
All right.
You've never seen any of them.
Let it go.
So,
Yeah.
his other notable films include The Deep.
You want me to go with that one?
Yep.
All right. So The Deep is where Nick Nolte is a cop in L.A. Ethan Hawke has this one day where he's got to ride along with Nick Nolte, and Nick Nolte has to go to all of his drug dealer friends and be like, "You think I'm the police? King Kong ain't got nothing on me."
No, that's Training Day, bro.
Fine.
Okay. The Deep was about scuba diving, Bermuda,
Oh, that would have been
St. Clara,
easier for
lighthouse
me.
keepers, treasure hunters. Okay.
Okay.
Next one.
That was close, though.
The next one is going to be Jefferson in Paris.
Jefferson in Paris. All right, so Nick Nolte is trying to. He's a MI6 agent. He's trying to subvert this whack-ass plot. So he has to break into this vault, and he's suspended on wires, and they drop him real low. And before he hits the ground, they pull him up, and he's like, "What the hell are you doing?"
I got where your head's at. That's Mission Impossible. This is about Versailles before the French Revolution, the
Same
court
thing.
of King Louis the 16th.
What did I just say?
Something about Tom Cruise. The next one, which I love this little segment here,
Okay,
we're
yep.
going to do
Yeah.
A Walk in the Woods.
Oh, okay. So a walk in the woods. Nick Nolte is walking in the woods, and he's always lived in the woods in this little village. And then all of a sudden, they're like, "Don't go into the woods, Nick. There's monsters." And he's like, "Go fuck off. This is the worst fucking village I've ever lived in." So one day he goes into the woods, he sees the monsters, then he jumps over a fucking wooden wall, and he's like, "What?"
Is that Van Helsing? What movie were you just...
The village.
Oh, The Village!
Yeah.
Holy shit, the incomparable M. Night Shyamalan. No, actually, it was about something about the Appalachian Trail.
Great.
But Nick Nolte, from me to you, God bless your gruffness.
Don't continue to make any films.
You make everybody look better around you. You worked your ass off. You probably were in actor training. Can you imagine going to L.A. when Nick Nolte went to L.A.?
What year?
Fucking 48, the same year
That was
Sinatra was arrested.
He didn't go to LA in 48.
Yes, he was there at
Nick
48.
Nolte?
Hell yeah. Wizard of Oz had just wrapped.
No, he made films in the 80s when he was like 40.
Nah, man, he doesn't really age. So, Wizard of Oz had just wrapped.
That's that slick slow thing.
Metro Goldwyn Mayer was like, "Nick, we got a job for you. Sweep the piss off the fucking floor after Judy Garland leaves
So you
the
didn't
set."
know that Superman needed a yellow sun, but you know Metro Goldwyn Mayer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know a lot of things about Hollywood, man.
Really?
Holly Weird.
Yeah, indeed it is. Now give me a second.
Oh, disgusting. You're disgusting.
That wasn't even me. This chair's,
So listen, Nick Nolte, I hope you don't eat gelatin, but you gave us a good ride.
yeah. We have like 10 minutes left.
Are you for real?
No, we got like 5 minutes. But I just want to say something quickly about...
Say it.
No, about Gary...
Don't spray it.
About Gary Busey.
Oh, I love Gary Busey.
So
Silver Bullet.
I think it was like during the first couple weeks we started filming, you guys came here, you, Sergey, and you were accepted at the door kindly by myself and Larry.
Always.
And Sergey said, You know, I've never seen Point Break. And we were like, oh,
Yo, that movie's
stop
fucking...
the presses and shit. I think we busted out 3 episodes. We got deep into some takeout. And then all of a sudden we started watching Point Break. And what's interesting about Point Break is that the cop that Johnny Utah has his tutelage with is Gary Busey.
Oh,
And
shit.
I think my entire life until that time when you guys came up, I thought that was Nick Nolte.
Do you think Nick Nolte and Gary Busey are friends?
Yes.
Do you think they're like, we always been going for the same parts? Because this is what their voices sound like.
Right.
Like, do you think you can say this loud enough? Could you? I don't care who does it. We're still gonna get paid.
Listen,
that kind of thing.
I think the bottom line is that Nick Nolte and Gary Busey are both disgusting animals.
Oh,
reason
those teeth.
The reason I
Do you
bring
know
up...
what? Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine. The reason I bring up Point Break is because at that time, to have a movie where you had Keanu Reeves in his prime and Patrick Swayze in his prime.
Oh, Patrick
As a
Swayze.
straight man, I can tell you that when I watch that movie,
Yeah.
I'm jealous, I'm aroused, I'm excited, I'm inspired, I'm thrilled.
Yeah, say
I
it
think
all.
Point Break is just the best movie.
We're like the new Siskel and Ebert, except you've seen 6 movies, and I can't speak after I've had 6 beers.
Oh, so we pass each other in that? Like
Yeah, it's like
a
you
couple...
say things that are valuable to no one about movies that no one's seen, and I'm like, I could speak, but I cannot.
Okay.
You know?
Either way, watch Point Break if you haven't seen it. Check out Gary Busey, not Nick Nolte. If you're a Nick Nolte fan or Nick Nolte himself, no disrespect.
So I think on Howard Stern, somebody was either talking about Baba Booey or Gary Busey, but it was like his teeth were like urinals.
Gary Busey.
Right. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah. Really sad.
was it on
He
Howard
got on
Stern?
some drugs and then that was it. But he was actually Gary Busey's killer in Lethal Weapon.
There you go.
I think his name is White
wasn't
Rabbit,
this-
Mr. Rabbit. I don't know.
I thought the show was about Nick Nolte.
It is. So lick Nolte.
Lick your Nolte and don't eat Jella Nolte.
We'll see you, boys.